Students, we have discussed about what is inverse function, what is trigonometric function, domain and range of trigonometric function, then how to find, then what is the domain and range for inverse trigonometric function after restricting the domain, and what is the principal value branch. All these things we have discussed. Now let us go through each and every the graph of each and every trigonometric function, how the graph is drawn for the trigonometric function, and how we can restrict the graph to select the principal value branch such that we can find the inverse of each of the trigonometric ratio. The first one is, let y equal to sin x. We are taking the sine function, let y equal to sin x. Then sin x, the domain is all real values in terms of radian measure. 2, the range is from -1 to 1, closed interval -1 to 1. Here I have plotted some of the points, and in which you can see that the range with different domains are repeated. So it is clear, again it is clear that it is not a invertible function, because according to invertible function it should be 1 1, but here it is many 1. Hence let us look to the graph also. In the graph, the curve above the x-axis represents the positive value, and all this part have the similar range with respect to different domains. So again the sine function, sine trigonometric function is not an invertible function. So what we will be doing, we will restrict the sine function, domain of the sine function, in such a way that some of the domains, we will select the domain for some positive range and some domain for the negative range, such that each of these positive and negative values doesn't have two different domains. Now look here, I have drawn a circular periodic circular function with first quadrant, second, third and fourth. Now you know that sine is positive in the first and second, negative in the third and fourth region. So let us take the slice which covers the positive value as well as the negative value only once. So it can be first quadrant and third quadrant, but since a gap is maintained, so when we are selecting the domain from 0 to pi by 2 for the positive range and pi to 3 pi by 2, you have to insert a union sign, then only this can become the principal value branch. So the better to select the first quadrant and fourth quadrant, that means moving anti-clockwise to select the first quadrant as the domain, and moving clockwise to select the negative values of the domain. That is, now the graph of sine after restricting the domain, that is will be this part. That means 0 to pi by 2 will be the value, 0 to pi by 2 will be the value meant for the range 0 to 1, and minus pi by 2 to 0 will be meant for -1 to 0 open. Now here I have put the open interval sign because once the 0 is included, so only we will be drawing, here it is drawn only the restricted region of the curve where the inverse function is possible. So our graph for the sine function after restricting the domain will be this much, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, where the range is going from 1 to -1 to 1. Now children, the inverse of any function is actually the mirror image of the original graph. So I will show you how the mirror image appears, that means this one in the mirror itself. Now look students, here I have taken the mirror and you can see the reflection of -1 here in the mirror, and pi by 2 also here in the mirror. The same thing you can merge, or you can parallelly you just see both the mirror reflection over to here. Here it is pi by 2, here also we are having pi by 2, here it is -1, here it is -1, and the this part which I have drawn, the perpendicular to x-axis, the line perpendicular to x-axis, here it is visible. That means the same thing, it is the visibility clear. Therefore you can see this, the same reflection is like this, the same one it is appearing here also. So the inverse function is the mirror reflection or image of the original function. So after restricting the domain, let us see what will be the domain for the sin x. So sin x will be having the domain, not now it is not all real values of x in terms of radian measure, but from a closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and the range will be the same, -1 to 1. Hence sin inverse will be having the domain closed interval -1 to 1, and the range will be moving over to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now let's see the graph for the cos. Now students, to recollect this minus closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 for the sine function, you just draw the axis, and this is pi by 2, this is minus pi by 2, this is 0, and this one is pi. For the sine function, you will be drawing a semicircle to the right of y-axis. Similarly, the same can be drawn, but with different semicircle for the cos function, tan, sec, and all other trigonometric function also. Now over to y equal to cos x. Cos x, the domain is R to closed interval -1 to 1. Here we have drawn the graph for the cos function, and we know that cos function is a decreasing function, whereas sine function is an increasing function. Now this part shows the first quadrant. Again cos is also a many one function, so we have to restrict the domain to make it 1 1 such that the function is invertible. So before that, you just see the curve above the x-axis shows the positive region, and the curve below the x-axis shows the negative part. So we have to restrict the domain in such a way that every domain should have a unique value, and no two domains should have the same value also. So positive for the positive range, we will be collecting the domain from 0 to pi, and since cos is positive in first quadrant and negative in second quadrant, so the continuation we can take the principal value branch. That means for positive it is the first 0 to pi by 2, and for the negative range we will be taking pi by 2 to pi. Hence the domain interval of selection after restricting will be 0 to pi as the domain for the cos function, and the range will be same, -1 to 1. Here I have drawn the graph of cos x after restricting the domain. Only this region, this much region is selected. You see this much, only this much region is selected. So cos x will be cos x, the domain is 0 to pi and the range is -1 to 1. Now again it is the cos inverse is the mirror image of cos x. So you can see by placing a mirror in such a manner that you can see the reflection. You just see the reflection on the mirror and place the mirror now. You see the reflection, -1 is here, pi is over to this part. Now the same figure, that means this curve which is seen on the mirror is the same image what we have drawn in this graph of cos inverse x. Hence cos inverse x, for cos inverse x the principal value branch will be closed interval -1 to 1 and the range will be 0 to pi. So whatever domain the cos function is having, the cos inverse will be its range, and whatever range we are taking for the cos x, it will be the domain for cos inverse x. Now let's see the graphical representation of tan function. Now y equal to tan x, the graphical representation is this one. Tan x is taking the range, domain r minus all the odd functions of pi by 2 to the range will be all real numbers. Now you see the graphical representation of tan is this one. The line curve above the x-axis is the positive region and curve below the x-axis is the negative region. So we know that tan is positive in the first and second quadrant, positive in first and third quadrant, negative in second and fourth quadrant. So we can take the first and second quadrant as the principal value branch, but the reason is that we know that at pi by 2 the tan function is infinity, so better we will be selecting the first and the fourth quadrant for the principal value branch. Now you can see the graph here. After restricting the domain, this one we have taken, that means this is the first quadrant and this part is the fourth quadrant, where tan is positive in the first and negative in the fourth quadrant. The same you can place the mirror and see the image. Place the mirror in such a way you can see the image. It is not that much visible, but not that much visible, only this part you can see, this one. This part you can see, which is. Now let us see, you just do this activity at home and check whether you are able to see the mirror image as same as this one. Now tan x, after restricting the domain, it is open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 and the range is all real number. Therefore for tan inverse x, the domain will be all real numbers and the range will be open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now for y equal to cot x is having the domain r minus all multiples of pi to real number. Now this is the graph for cot x. You know that at 0 cot is infinity, and again at pi the cot is minus infinity, and at pi by 2 cot function is giving equal to 0. So we know that one more thing we know that cot is positive in first and third quadrant, negative in second and fourth quadrant. So the range, the domain which we will be restricting will be we will be selecting the domain from 0 to pi. Cot will be moving same somewhat similar with respect to the cos function. So after restricting the domain, we are getting the graph in this particular pattern, that is at 0 degree it is infinity and pi it is minus infinity, and pi by 2 the graph is coming and just touching the x-axis at 0. So cortex, the domain, after restricting the domain, it is open interval 0 to pi to the range is R, and similarly its mirror image cot inverse x, the domain will be R to open interval 0 to pi. This is the range of the inverse function. Now again for remembering, you to remember how the selection has to be done, it takes a semicircle above the x-axis. For cos also, for cot also, and for sec also, it is the same semicircular part above the x-axis of selecting the domain, and similarly for sine, it will be a semicircle pattern of selection of the domain. This will be working for sine, tan and cosec. Now you know that this is 0 and this is pi. This is pi by 2 and this is minus pi by 2. Now where pi has to be included, where it has to be kept open interval, where it has to be kept closed interval, that only you have to remember. Now let's work for the two more trigonometric ratios, that is sec and cosec. Now y is equal to sec x. Sec x is having the domain all real number except the multiple of odd multiples of pi by 2. 2. The range is R, all real number except open interval minus 1 to 1. That means the numbers between minus 1 to 1. Now this you can see here in the graph. You can see this particular region does not have any graphical structure. So this is totally removed from the set of all real numbers of the y-axis. Now this represents, again, the graph curve above the x-axis is the positive region and the graph below the x-axis is the negative region. This one is the first quadrant. This one is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. Now sec is positive in the first quadrant, negative in the second quadrant. So this too can be the principal value branch. Or this too can be the principal value branch. So what we will be doing, the principal value branch after restricting the domain will be all closed interval 0 to pi, जिसमें से we will be removing pi by 2. See, graph of sec after restricting the domain, it is sec x is equal to closed interval 0 to pi, removing pi by 2, and the range is the same, R, all real numbers here, all real numbers except the region minus 1 to 1. The numbers between minus 1 to 1, that means R minus of open interval minus 1 to 1. And again this is the mirror image. Sec inverse x is the mirror image for sec x. So you can see sec inverse x, the range of sec x becomes the domain for sec inverse x, and simultaneously the domain of sec x becomes the range for sec inverse x. The next one is the cosec x. Y equal to cosec x. Cosec x is mapping from all real number minus multiple of 180 degree, and the range is all real numbers of the y-axis except the region minus 1 to 1. So removing the open interval minus 1 to 1 from all set of real numbers. This is the range. Now you know that cosec is positive in first and second quadrant, negative in third and fourth quadrant. It is working same to same as what sine function does. So what we have taken for the principal value for the sine function, the same will be working for cosec. Only what we will be doing, we will be removing 0 radian, because at 0 radian it is we don't have any value. So the graph after restricting the domain, the graphical representation will be this one, and the domain and range for cos x will be closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, same as for sine function, minus the 0 radian we have done because here we don't have any graphical region. 2, the range will be all real number except this particular part, that means open interval minus 1 to 1. And the mirror image cosec inverse x, you just write the reverse order of this mapping. So cosec inverse will be, the domain is all real number minus open interval minus 1 to 1, to the range will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except the 0 radian. Now students, I think you people are clear with the inverse function of trigonometry, the graphical representation, its domain and range, that is the principal value branch for the all inverse trigonometric function. Now we will be solving some of the questions related to this particular chapter. Only the first part, that means to find the principal value branch or evaluate the topics related only to the principal value branch.